Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a way to end the year if you're WWE, right? The man has been dethroned. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your WWE TLC 2018 pay-per-view review, my overall thoughts on TLC 2018. Before I begin this review, I want you guys to know one thing. I have something in store for you guys today. Usually when I do live streams here on the OBS, I usually do a voiceover where, again, you don't see me at all. Hence, probably do the podcast and all that stuff on a weekly basis. But I feel like today, because, again, I'm testing something out, all right? And I want to just preference this right now. There's a chance where the audio might be shitty. The quality might be shitty. Again, I'm just testing some shit out right now. I apologize in advance if things just don't go out as I plan right now. Let me just preface it right now as we speak, okay? But what I mean is, you're going to actually see me today, and as you can see, here I am. I'm on camera. Holy shit, you can see me now. Great. Now, if this is coming out choppy or crappy, let me know now, okay? And if so, I apologize. It is what it is. My laptop, it is kind of shit, but here I am doing a video for you guys. Here you can see me. I'm trying to move my settings here to shit my area. My microphone is falling and shit, but it really isn't. And here it is. There's my microphone. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 fucking second, guys, as I fix something here real quick as we speak. There we go, much better. So my boom arm came out of its spot, if you will. So now I had to readjust it. I apologize for that. But like I said, guys, this is your TLC 2018 pay-per-view review here for the channel. But thank you guys for tuning in. Guys, let me know now if you can see me good, if the audio's coming out good. I usually don't do these streams with me on camera by myself, by all means. Reason being because my laptop really isn't that strong, if you will, to do all this right now. I need a new PC. I'm trying to get one hopefully soon for the holidays and shit like that. But overall, I thought TLC 2018, I'm going to be honest, for a show that I really did not have any expectations for. Like, oh my God, I was going into the show like, oh my God, it's going to suck. I really didn't feel excited going into the show. I feel like, honestly, my honest opinion, okay? The show was there. I'm not going to say it was the worst show I've seen or is it like a bad show. I know a lot of my peers, if you will, within this platform are probably going to sit here or come on their respective video, respective podcast, what have you, and crap on it. And at the end of the day, you have a right to an opinion, okay? Were there matches that I thought sucked? Absolutely. Then there were matches that I thought were enjoyable. I'll say the main event delivered leaps and bounds. I thought Asuka, Becky, and Charlotte went out there and they delivered. I thought, honestly, you know, for them closing the show, I thought it actually meant something. At the same time, though, let's keep it 100, okay? Let's just keep this 100. And again, what I might say might upset some people. And that's fine and dandy. But if this were any other situation, where, say, if Becky wasn't involved, would we sit here and say, oh, it's them once again shoving the agenda? But because it's Becky, does he get a pass? I just asked that question. I'm curious on that, guys. I'm very, very curious on that. But power rank top 5 after tonight. Okay, everything is good. Thank you for letting me know. Team Skyway 206. You got Kicking Glad in the chat as well. I'll be answering some questions too later on, even though we are doing a Q&A this coming Friday for the Team Up Podcast episode 273. I will post a pinned comment after this review, so you can send your questions there for the Q&A. But I thought overall the pay-per-view itself was, you know, again, meh there, in my honest opinion. As always, however, I want to hear from you guys in the commenters below. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteve. I'll give a big thank you to the homie himself, the amazing Salrex, for this awesome overlay that you're seeing this video for. I'm going to take these headphones off right now, honestly. I'm just take them off because I'm not using them right now. I'm not hearing anything. I'm not taking any calls or anything like that. But again, yeah, thank you to Salrex for this awesome overlay. If you are a YouTuber, a podcaster out there, and you want awesome overlays done for your YouTube channel, for your podcast, or logos done, what have you, hit him up. Hit him up on Twitter at officialsalrex. He's done amazing stuff, not just for me, but for OKFabe, for the Solid Monster. I'm pretty sure you all know who that mother flower is. JD from NY206, Big Mike from Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show, who's currently in the chat right now holding it down. And just so many other people. Again, hit him up on Twitter. Tell him that I sent you and you want awesome overlays and graphics done. He works with you as far as pricing and all that stuff. But again, in my opinion, and I don't want to come off like again, I'm not trying to, you know, again, come off like, oh my God, I'm gassing shit. But I really do mean this when I say it. I think Salrex right now, in my honest opinion, is by far the best graphic designer in the IWC, YWC, or in the wrestling community in general. And I really do stand by his work. All right. But anywho, guys, let's get into the review. Let's get into all this stuff. I did see the pre-show and all that stuff. It's crazy too, because going into the show, there were like 12 matches, right? And we said this in the predictions. There's 12 matches on this card. And we don't know what the fuck can happen. What matches will be on the pre-show. And we found out tonight, oh boy, there's some matches that were on the pre-show. And then there were matches that I feel like should have been on the pre-show, but it really weren't. I was actually cooking dinner as I was watching the pre-show, by the way. I made a poke, which is a Hawaiian dish, by the way, which I do enjoy making. I did a paleo version of it, of course. Go on my Instagram. It's at HeelSteven. You'll see the dish that I made. It's fucking bomb. I'm just saying that right now. I'm not trying to toot my horn. I'm not trying to toot my horn here, but toot mother flower, if you will. But the kickoff show started with Charlie Murphy defending the Cruiserweight Championship versus Cedric Alexander. Now listen, I understand there's people that were upset. Oh my God, why is this on the kickoff show? And I will agree with you. I thought it was messed up. Let's keep it 100 here. You mean to tell me that the finale of the mixed match challenge between freaking R-Truth and Carmella versus Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox gets the main card treatment over a Cruiserweight Championship match, which, by the way, at Survivor Series, you know, Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy tore the house down. People were chanting 205. Remember that? People were chanting 205 here tonight. People were chanting 205. People were into the match. I thought, honestly, you know, I've seen these two guys have numerous matches before in the past. I'm not saying this is like their best match, but they had a very good match. I did enjoy it for what they did. It was back and forth. There's a moment in the match where Cedric hit the lumbar check, and I guess Buddy Murphy's foot was on the bottom rope. But going into this whole thing as well, I did not think for a second that Buddy Murphy was losing the title here. But Murphy retained the championship after hitting Murphy's Law. After also, I guess what happened in the match too, Cedric went like chin first into like the bottom rope or something in the corner, which led to Buddy Murphy hitting like the running knee and then to Murphy's Law for the 1-2-3. And he retained. And again, I thought it was good all you want, but at the same time, I'm going to say this too. There needs to be more contenders in 205 Live. And again, you're talking to a guy who doesn't watch 205 Live. Not because I don't want to watch it. It's just really, I don't have time for it right now. I just don't have time for it. I feel like at this point in Junk, there's just way too much wrestling going on right now. Where I just don't have time to watch 205 Live. Also, the fact that I have a busy work schedule. That being said, I think they need to really start getting more contenders in 205 Live for Buddy Murphy. You just can't do every single time Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. I feel like that ship has sailed, especially with Mustafa Ali having the performance of his life this past Tuesday on SmackDown Live. You know, you think now, okay, he's probably going to move up from 205. I hope he does, but we'll see how that goes as well. But I even say the same thing for someone like Cedric Alexander. I feel like someone like Cedric could also move up, just like Mustafa Ali. You know, but we'll see how that goes. So, guys, give me your thoughts. Who do you guys want to see? Who do you want to see challenge Buddy Murphy? I'm fucking all over the place right now. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long fucking day too. All right. Hope I get a drink of this Gatorade. But I thought overall, again, it was a good match to kick off the kickoff show, even though it should have been the main show. But people were chanting 205 and Buddy retained. We then get the guitar ladder match, Elias versus Bobby Lashley. Now, I did not care for this match. I was cooking dinner throughout this match, so I did not really get to watch it like I probably should have. But let's keep it real. Did any of you guys care about this match? I know there'll be those people that will say, oh, I actually did care for this match. I actually do care for Bobby Lashley and Elias. Even though Elias, now a babyface, I get what they're trying to do. They need to establish now a new babyface. It is what it, a babyface, I guess, for Raw. It is what it is. That being said, I did not care for this match. I didn't see it fully. I heard it as I was cooking dinner, by the way. I was listening also, again. But it looked like, again, despite the previously announced rules being the first man to climb the ladder and grab the guitar can use it as a weapon. That was the original stipulation, by the way. To be the first man to climb the ladder, grab the guitar, and they can use it as a weapon. Now all of a sudden, because it's TLC and we don't have a quote-unquote ladder match, even though there's in the main event a TLC match, right? We need to have a ladder match where they have to climb the ladder and grab something because fuck it, why not? Let's put a guitar up there, right? And that became essentially a ladder match, which again, I didn't care. Elias got the win, right? He won, and then after this whole thing went down, Lashley and Lio Rush, they beat down Elias and hit him with a guitar. So essentially, from what it looks like, this program will continue, unfortunately. You know, I did say a while back, I said on the podcast, that I feel like the only, like, miracle in all this is, hey, Lio Rush is getting an opportunity to be on TV. Even if that, I can see where people are now, they're annoyed by him. Like, even, like, people that just watch WWE that I know, like, that watch this WWE, they'll even say, like, yeah, Lio Rush is a talented performer all you want, but he's annoying. That's what he's supposed to be. But I feel like even with that, it's just not helping Bobby Lashley out. It's not helping Lashley, which is the sad part too in this whole thing also. But that's what happened. We then get the main card. We get the finale of the Mixed Match Challenge. We had R-Truth and Carmella versus Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox. I did not watch this match. I didn't care for the Mixed Match Challenge. Hell, I didn't even watch any of the Mixed Match Challenges from Season 1 or Season 2. So, the fact that these two teams are in the finale, and the fact that this match was on the main card, except for the... But yet freaking Buddy Murphy and Cedric Alexander get the kickoff treatment. But this match is placed on the fucking pay-per-view card. Way to go, WWE. Way to fucking go. I'm pretty sure people really needed to see live on pay-per-view Carmella having a dance break. I'm pretty sure people wanted to see Jinder My Balls chant Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I'm pretty sure. All I know is that freaking R-Truth and Carmella won, and by winning, they each get the number 30 spot in their respective Royal Rumble matches. Let's be real about it. You know, it's not like R-Truth winning the fucking Rumble. Who the fuck cares anyway? Like, either way, neither of these four schmucks were gonna win the fucking Rumble match. Okay? It didn't matter if you put Carmella number 30 or you put Alicia Fox number 30. They weren't gonna win the Women's Rumble match. It's not after tonight. What's probably going to happen, in my opinion, which I'll get into later on in this review, or nor is it like R-Truth or Jinder Mahal winning the Rumble either. So it's a waste of a number 30 spot for both Rumble matches. I'm just saying that right now. And it's funny because after this, I want to say it was probably Renee Young, or probably, yeah, it was probably, oh, it's Kayla Braxton, by the way, who's just bad as hell. She's just gorgeous. I'm sorry, yo. Whoever is smashing her, I'm just saying this right now, bruh, you better not have a Chinese down below. I'm just saying that right now. If you got someone like Kayla Braxton, you piping her, bro, you better be doing a good job. I'm just saying. I'm keeping it 100 here, okay? Just keeping it 100. All right? And she asked them where are they going to go on their vacation. Because apparently all on the Pride is a vacation spot anywhere in the world. And R-Truth shouted out they're going to visit the WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut for the destination vacation, whatever. You tell Carmella was all miserable about it. She didn't want to do that, which is funny. But, you know, again, you know, I didn't care. Reading the comments here, Renee should have turned heel. Smash, marry, kill. Smash, kill, marry. Let's see here. Nikki Bella, Brandy Rose, Zelina Vega. Okay, I would marry Zelina Vega. I would smash Brandy Rose, and I will kill Nikki Bella. No, it's not shoving the agenda. The women or division are with the momentum, and I guess so. But still, I feel like if any other woman on the match, it would have been, oh, they're shoving the agenda. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, and I guess so. Yeah, maybe. I guess you can say that Kayla was a little cringe, but she's not. But still, it doesn't change the fact that she bad as hell, yo. She bad as hell. Now, when we meet, now for those of you who don't know the terminology, oh, she bad as hell. She's fine as fuck. That's what I'm trying to say right now. All right. It goes to all you out there who did not grow up in a suburban, in a urban community, if you will. Just saying. All right. AKA the hood, if you will. Let's move on to the second match on the main card. We had a triple threat for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We had the Usos versus the Bar, who are defending the titles, versus the New Day. And I thought overall, to be honest here, it was actually a fun match to watch. I felt like there was a moment in this match where they were not allowing the Usos to get tagged in. It was basically the New Day and the Bar. They were going at it, what have you. There's this crazy spot, I want to say, I think it was Jey Uso, where Sheamus, it was Cesaro, I think he had Kofi up for the suplex, right? And as he's about to go down, Jey Uso jump and does a dive on Kofi, who's literally on top, ready to get down from the suplex. And it was just a good sequence to see. A lot of near falls here. They literally had you thinking that there's moments where the New Day would win or the Usos would win. There's a moment too where I want to say it's Jimmy who did a super kick, or they did like the splash, right? The Superfly splash onto, I want to say, Kofi Kingston. And Cesaro just did the whole, like, I'm going to take you out of the ring and just steal the win shit, and it got a near fall. The ending of the match was Xavier Woods coming into the ring, and Sheamus hits the brogue kick as he's coming into the ring for the 1, 2, 3. So the Bar retained the titles here. I'm kind of surprised, but at the same time, when you look at the SmackDown Tag Team Division 2, who else do you really have right now in that division that could challenge, I guess, the Bar? You could say, yeah, the Bar. You could say the Good Brothers. You could say the Club. But, I mean, honestly, do you really want to see that right now? I mean, you have Sanity also in the mix. But that's all you really have right now is Sanity, the Club, the New Day, and the Usos. The Usos and the New Day who just lost right now. So you need to really, I think, also put out some more tag team on SmackDown Live. But hey, that's my honest opinion. But I thought overall it was a fun match to see. We then had the TLC match, Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. Corbin comes out all cocky with Heath Slater as the referee, of course. And it looked like, hey, in his eyes, that Baron Corbin was going to win by forfeit. And by winning by forfeit, he would become the permanent Raw general manager. And if he lost, he would no longer be the general manager-elect, whatever the fuck he was titled. And I think everyone saw the writing on the wall in this match, leading up to Monday Night Raw, leading up to TLC, right? Well, if you watched Raw, if you survived watching Monday Night Raw, it was basically, again, this whole thing where Baron Corbin would do anything in his power to get momentum, anything in his power to, see his friends have success, like Drew McIntyre, like freaking Bobby Lashley, to name a few, okay? Wanted to see everyone that were heels here, if you will, get the advantage. Seeing Bobby Roode and Chad Gable get their asses kicked every single week by AOP. Seeing Rollins being forced to defend his title in a TLC match before TLC on Raw this past Monday on Raw. The list goes on, right? And they're doing the whole count, and then out comes Braun Strowman, and Strowman, he has his arm in a cast and a slink on and shit. And he basically said because the TLC, it's no disqualification. So it doesn't mean that he doesn't have friends that can help, because he does. He has friends that can help him. And then the next thing you see is, I kid you not, you see literally Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, with steel chairs. You see Finn Balor with a steel chair. You then see, I want to say it was someone else here. I forgot who it really was. Just again to get you the idea here, okay? You see Apollo Crews also with a steel chair. Because again, each of these people were all fucked over by Baron Corbin in some way, shape, or form. And then Corbin's trying to leave the ring. He's trying to leave whatever. No. Then Heath Slater, who's the referee, takes off his shirt and just throws it at Baron Corbin. And he joins the fray to attack Baron Corbin. Corbin tries to escape, and then out comes Kurt Angle to a huge pop. And they're all beating the hell out of Baron Corbin, basically. They went the whole WrestleMania 26, Bret Hart McMahon route, where the whole Hart family beat up McMahon, basically. That's what they did here, basically, here. And it ended up with Baron Corbin covering, Braun Strowman covering Baron Corbin for the 1-2-3. And with that, Braun Strowman gets his Universal Championship match against Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. And also Baron Corbin is no longer general manager-elect. They kept mentioning throughout the whole show that Vince McMahon is coming to Raw tomorrow on Monday Night. He will be there to shake things up. What will that be? I have no fucking clue. But what I do know is a lot of you schleps are going to be cheering and bowing and what have you. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. Let's just keep it 100, all right? Whenever Raw's ratings are down in the slumps, let's bring out the old fuck. He's going to be the saving grace here. Guys, let me know again if my video quality is good, if I'm not lagging or shit like that. Let me know. I really would appreciate it. Just letting you guys know that right now. Because again, I usually don't do these streams with me on camera because my laptop really isn't that strong enough. Holding OBS, streaming via video. Usually audio, it works perfectly fine. But I want to know. Guys, let me know in the comments below. Okay? If it's working perfectly, let me fucking know. Okay? But that was that. We then get a tables match with Natalya versus Ruby Riott. You guys seen the build-up leading up on Raw, where, again, Ruby Riott and the Riott Squad were picking on Natalya, referencing Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who passed away. And every single week, Natalya crying and crying and crying. Even though she said in an interview she didn't mind it. She did not mind the whole storyline involving her father. And the match itself, like, you knew going in that, yeah, you know what, Natalya's finally going to have her comeuppance, she's going to get her revenge. And throughout the match, I'm not going to say, okay, it was a bad match, it was there. But at the same time, it's like you kind of feel bad. You kind of feel bad for the Riott Squad. Because, again, they're just being fed to Natalya here. And one by one, so you had Liv Morgan being put through a table. You had Natalya put Sarah Logan through a table. And it was just down to essentially Ruby Riott and Natalya. They're going at it in the ring back and forth. They even the Riott Squad brought out the table that had Jim Neidhart's, like, the whole, like, fat head, if you will. Whatever they call those sticker things that you just stick to your wall on the table. At the same time, I said this on the podcast, like, you knew that was, like, a WWE thing that they made, like, backstage. Let's be real about it. There's not a person out there, and I don't mean to come off like a dick. And I said this on the podcast, and I'll say here again. There's not a wrestling fan out there, or a person out there in general, that are going to order a fat head for Jim the Anvil Neidhart. It's rare. You could probably order Shawn Michaels. You may order Bret Hart. But it's not like you're going to order Marty Jannetty or Jim Neidhart. I'm just saying, again, it's not to come off like a dick. I'm just keeping it 100 here, okay? I guarantee there'll be that one jabroni in the comments. Steve, you're being a dick with it, man. The video quality may look blurry, but it's watchable. The sound quality is excellent. Thank you. I appreciate Stephen Malone. I really appreciate that. Again, I'm trying something new here. I need to get a computer, an actual PC. The laptop it is what it is, all right? I'm going to check the playback. I'm going to check it out real quick. I'm going to see how I'm doing right now at the same time. 'Cause I'm curious, too. You know, your favorite heel is also a little curious, too. You know what I'm saying? La curiosidad a veces me tiene, you know. So let's see how this is going on right now. Let's see. Hey. The quality may look blurry, but it's watchable. The sound quality is excellent. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know you got to do, bruh? Steve, you're being a dick with it, man. It is what it is. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with this right now. I'm fine with it. If anything changes to change the quality to 720p, you should see me kind of crystal clear, but still, hopefully I get a computer or I'll get a PC. It should be working perfectly and all that stuff. It's crazy because back in the day, this would work perfectly fine. I guess is this updating all that shit. It's like, you know, hey, my laptop also has been through battles over the years. I think it's time for an update or an upgrade. But hopefully, after the holiday season, I do get my upgrade. Okay? But back to this match, though. Back to this match. And I know I went off a little bit. Again, when I do my reviews live, I do go on random moments and shit here and there. So just bear with me on that, too. Okay? But it was... Then out of nowhere, Natalya goes under the ring and finds a table with a Wwe Riott fathead, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. But again, they're going at it back and forth. It looked like Wwe Riott was gonna put Natalya through the table, and there's a moment too where I guess Natalya goes under the ring. Also, she finds the Jim the Anvil Neidhart jacket too, so she puts it on. And then she puts Wwe Riott through the table via a powerbomb on the corner from the top rope. The top corner, top turnbuckle, whatever you want to call it. And that's what happened. And again, to me, honestly, I just feel like, you know, I get what's going on, build up. You need Natalya to get a revenge. But at the same time, it's like with the Riott Squad. Like Wwe Riott, when you think about it, right? Wwe Riott deserves way much better. She really, really does. I'm sorry. She deserves so much better than what she's being given right now on Monday Night Raw. I'm just saying, okay? And it's a shame, it's really a shame that she's having her talent wasted right now. I would say go back to SmackDown Live at the same time right now. I don't know. I don't really know right now. We'll just say that maybe they'll continue the feud on Raw tomorrow or later today, because right now, as I'm speaking, it is Monday officially, but we'll see. We get Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. It's basically a match where McIntyre was overpowering Balor. It looked like McIntyre was going to win. That's what I literally thought. I thought, honestly, he should have won. But there's a moment where McIntyre's on the outside and Dolph Ziggler interferes. Dolph Ziggler, the same Dolph Ziggler who lost to Drew McIntyre this past Monday on Raw, interferes and super kicks Drew McIntyre. And there's a moment, again, where all that helped Finn Balor. He hit the coup de grace for the 1, 2, 3. I'll be honest too, you know, when Balor came out in the whole Baron Corbin Braun Strowman match, it kind of was a letdown because I was hoping that the Demon would come out, the Demon Balor, to face this monster that's Drew McIntyre, right? At the same time, I felt like McIntyre should have won, and I'm gonna say this right now: a part of me hopes that Drew McIntyre has a good showing in the Royal Rumble match coming up in January, or at least wins the Royal Rumble. And I know it's kind of a reach, but if I'm to predict right now who should win the Rumble right now, I would say Drew McIntyre. That's my honest opinion. I think 2019 will be a good year for Drew McIntyre. In my honest opinion. Guys, give me your thoughts on that. Who do you guys see right now being a favorite to win the 2019 Men's Royal Rumble. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. But after the match, there's a backstage interview with Finn Balor, and Dolph Ziggler gets involved, and he wants Balor to thank him for what happened, and they ended up brawling, and it ended up with Dolph Ziggler taking out Finn Balor. We find out that tomorrow on Raw is going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Finn Balor again. Whoop-de-fucking-do, motherflowers. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Why the hell not? In the comments here. And by the way, tonight, beatdown of Baron Corbin must have that THT podcast, Boxman David Richardson busting out some Saturday Night Fever style dance moves, knowing how much he heavily hates Baron Corbin. I believe it too, man. I believe it too. I really, really do. Shout out to THT, by the way. Shout out to them. Amazing podcast, by the way. But then we get to the chairs match between Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio. I thought this match sucked. I really, really did. You know, again, it goes back to what I was saying too earlier. You know, if there were matches to be put on the pre-show, this would have been it, in my honest opinion. And I get it. You know, Rey Mysterio just came back. They're in California. They're in San Jose. It's a Latin market, what have you. But at the same time, I just feel like this is the kind of shit I'd see on SmackDown between these two guys. They had a TV match, what I'm trying to say. They had a fucking TV match that no one cared for. No one gave a fuck. There's a moment where Orton, like, he lined up these chairs in the middle of the ring, and then Mysterio countered into like a Hurricane Rana, or he literally had Orton hit his head on the chair, and then Hurricane Rana for the roll up for the 1, 2, 3. So he literally rolled up, or he did like an electric chair rolled up, if you will, on Randy Orton for the 1, 2, 3, and left the ring. Hopefully this is the end of the feud. We'll see. I doubt it, because again, it's WWE for you. We then get the Raw Women's Championship match, Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax. I'm just going to say this right now. Let's just address the elephant in the fucking room right now. Ronda Rousey has improved leaps and bounds since coming to WWE. And I know a lot of people, because, oh, it's Ronda Rousey, it's a celebrity, this and that, they're not going to give her the credit. But I think it's time that we start giving Ronda Rousey the credit. Ronda Rousey tonight, in my opinion, had the best match of her career thus far on the on WWE program in period. Let me just say that again. Ronda Rousey's had, right now, in my opinion, this was probably the best Ronda Rousey performance since coming to WWE. In my honest opinion. She literally is someone that's really picking it up like that. She's picking it up. And it's amazing. Because you would think, because Ronda Rousey, oh, they want to protect her. They want her to, you know, not to go all out. But fuck, she's going out. She's tearing it up. She really, really is. And don't get me wrong, there were moments where Nia had some momentum too. She had a Samoan drop. And again, there was this whole thing where they had you believe that, oh, Nia might have a shot to beat Ronda Rousey. Got some near falls. It was all said and done. You had a Rousey counter the face breaker punch, right? Into the armbar. She kind of also went, as she hit the armbar, she went for like an Americana. It looked like, or a Kimura, one or the other. And Nia tapped out in the middle of the ring. And then Ronda wanted Tamina, who was also on the outside of the ring, at ringside. And you see Ronda just walking back into the locker room area, like backstage, whatever. She's walking, and she gets interviewed, and she's asked about, you know, Charlotte Flair. She said that Payback's a bitch. Also, there was an interview with Nia Jax. They tried to get like a backstage interview with Nia Jax, and Becky Lynch, who got the biggest pop of the night, shows up and asked, "Do you remember when you broke my face?" And she literally punched Nia Jax as revenge and got a huge fucking pop. A huge fucking pop. It erupted. It fucking erupted. Should AJ go to Raw? I don't know about that. I don't fucking know, to be honest. That's weird. My comment threads are not acting up a little bit. I don't know why. That's weird. Let me see something here real quick. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this in a separate window here. Here we go. There you go. Reading the comments here again. Vince McMahon, the old fuck, that request really needs to come to WWE Raw to invade and conquer, just to save the very show, that very show. Okay, very well. Okay, Steve Milan, I can see that too. I don't see why not. But it goes back to what I was saying though. Where now with Becky, she got a huge reaction from everyone in the crowd. So yeah, there was that. There was that too. There was that. We then get Daniel Bryan. I'm sorry, the new Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. It's funny because Bryan came out in all black, and apparently from the commentary, I don't know if I heard this right or wrong. I don't know if I heard this right, but apparently Bryan did remove the leather off the belt and now has like a hemp version of the WWE title. I will say that the center plate looked a little bigger. I will say that right now. And honestly, if he's going to go that route, I love it. I love the new WWE title, the new hemp version, a vegan version of the WWE title. Hopefully it does go through. I remember, if you listen to the Solid Monster Sounds Off, the Solid Monster in his intro has a clip where Bryan says, "That belt is made of leather. You're not a real vegan." And hopefully it does go through. But the match overall, though, is a very, very fun match. Now, granted, they've had better matches in the past, but this was actually a very enjoyable match with these two guys. Back and forth. It's funny because Styles looked like a walking highlighter tonight. He really, really did. But again, just a crazy back and forth match. And again, just moments where Bryan looked like he fucked up his knee. It looked like, but Bryan again just felt like the old Bryan Danielson. There's a moment where he's in the corner and the referee's counting, and Bryan does "I have until 5." If you've watched him in Ring of Honor back in the day, Bryan Danielson, he used to say that back in the day. "I have until 5." And it just brought back memories and shit. It's just the small details, you know? But again, I am enjoying right now the new Daniel Bryan. I think it's what he really needed right now. And I thought the finish made sense. You did not have Bryan lose the championship. I think it would have been a stupid move. It ended literally with Styles, where he countered the running knee with a small package, and then Bryan reversed with the momentum to steal the pin, and Bryan literally won with the small package. Again, it was funny, the funny way he won, but at the same time, though, could they do a match at the Royal Rumble? Maybe so. I don't see why not, but at the same time, it's like, if you're Daniel Bryan as WWE champion, who do you have him face at the Royal Rumble? That's my question right now. Who do you have him face at the Royal Rumble right now? Guys, give me your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you want to see Bryan face at the Royal Rumble in Arizona and Chase Field? Let me know. We want it to be. We then go from there to a match that kind of, I'm kind of shocked that I'm saying this, but it kind of did shit the bed. I'm talking about Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. The match really, in my opinion, shit the bed. It's crazy because people were chanting boring, this is boring, and here's the thing about it. Was it really a boring match, to say the least? In my honest opinion, no. It wasn't really the worst match that they've had. They've had better matches in the past. The problem is, though, this is my honest opinion, I feel like something was missing from this match. That small little thing that you add, it's like a seasoning. It's like when you're cooking something and you're tasting it and you think it's good, and then someone else will taste what you cooked and they'll tell you something is missing. Maybe a seasoning, a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, something like that. I feel like something like that was missing from this match. And I know I'm using a culinary reference. I know I'm a culinary major, so of course just that comes to mind before people complain about it in the comment threads. And it's funny because on commentary, you had Renee Young being instigated by fucking Corey Graves throughout the whole match. At the same time, though, you have her having sympathy for Seth Rollins. But it's like, what kind of wife are you? Like, think about that. Can you imagine, right? You're in a fight. And your girlfriend, your wife, fucking is cheering for the other guy. That makes you literally want her. That makes you want to send her to sleep in the couch. I know for a fact, if my woman, right? If I have one right now, if my chick were to cheer for the other guy that I'm fighting, I'm sending that chick to the couch. And no, she's not going to get no dinner. I'm going to buy her TV dinner. And no, she's not taking a shower in my bathroom. Nope, it ain't happening. You better go to the Motel 6 or wash yourself in the sink. Just fucking saying. But that's around the point, okay? The match, again, I just felt like something was missing. People were chanting, this is boring. Becky. It's kind of crazy when you think about it because it's Seth Rollins and it's Dean Ambrose. And these two guys, again, have had numerous matches in the past that you just know yeah, you expect them to deliver. And at the same time, it kind of tells you that this program sucks. The Dean Ambrose heel turn is kind of a fail right now. It really, really is. I hate to say it, but it's true. I remember when Dean Ambrose turned heel for the first, a couple weeks ago when they won the tag title. I'm like, oh my God, Dean Ambrose has became the best heel in WWE right now. Tommaso who? And now, fast forward to this day, and it's like, I'm kind of having egg on my face right now. I'm egg on my head right now for saying that earlier. And it's a moment where, like, Rollins was about to get the win. He called him mother effer, motherfucker, piece of shit, whatever. And Ambrose puts the shield fist bump, right? Like he wants forgiveness. He wants to, to put this all behind him and shit, right? And you can just see, like, you can just see Rollins just being all upset, like he just wants to, like, put the fist bump up, but he's raging and shit. And then all this led to Rollins, I guess, going for super kicks, and I guess he'll go for the curve stomp, and then Ambrose is countered into the dirty deeds for the 1-2-3. Reading the comments here, send her outsider to the water hose with the bar of soap. Exactly, Daniel Price, exactly. Dean should have kept being vicious and not saying a word until after beating Seth and taking... See, that's the thing, too. That's what we've done also. Kept Dean silent. Don't have him talk. Don't have him talk about being, hygienic and shit like that. Just simple booking. Simple booking to keep him quiet. Make him like that quiet. Okay, when they say the person that's silent is always the scary person? That's what we should have done with Dean Ambrose. Instead, you let him out going out to look like Bane, right? With sirens in his entrance and shit. It's hilarious at the same time. But honestly, what I would have done, honestly, to keep it real with you guys, I would have had Renee Young turn heel tonight. I would have had Renee Young turn heel in this whole thing. There's a moment maybe, I don't know, they're by the announce table. Because they really were, throughout this match, they were by the announce table. And usually for Raw, well, they do this on Raw, obviously. They have the announce table by the stage area. But for the night for the pay-per-view, the SmackDown commentary team and the Raw commentary team were almost at the same table, but they were rotating throughout the matches and shit. But I would have had Renee Young turn heel tonight and align herself with her husband. Because why the fuck not? Makes sense, right? Makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know why they didn't go that route, but hey, it's WWE for you. But that being said, Dean Ambrose is now the Intercontinental Champion, and this program will not end. It's not going to end. They'll probably go at it maybe tomorrow on Raw, maybe at the Royal Rumble. We'll fucking see. But I just feel like right now, it needs something. It really needs something to get people invested, to make people want to give a shit. All right? We then get the main event. We get the TLC match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We had Becky Lynch defending her championship. The man, that is. The man, Becky Lynch. The man. Versus Charlotte Flair and Asuka. And I thought this was probably the best match of the night. Hands down, the best match of the night. Was it better than Ladder War from Ring of Honor? I wouldn't go that far. But still, this was the best match on the entire show. The three women delivered hands down. And again, like I said earlier, if it would have just been, let's say for example, right? Charlotte versus Asuka, and I don't know, Bayley. People would have been saying, oh, they're shoving the agenda, this whole women's evolution crap. But because Becky Lynch, it gets a pass. Let's just keep it 100. Again, I'm not trying to come off like a dick. I'm just keeping it 100, okay? Just remember that. I'm just keeping it fucking 100 when I say that right now, alright? Reading the comments here as well. Silent, blunt, violent, lunatic fringe. Exactly. I like that. Silent but violent lunatic fringe. Exactly. I thought you said blunt there for a minute. Literally, I smoked like 2 blunts before watching the show too, so you can imagine how crazy it was watching this shit high as hell. But this match, just oh my fucking god, it just went all over the place. They were fighting on the outside. Charlotte did a senton from the outside of the ring, from the outside to the outside on Becky, who was laying on a table. Becky also jumped from on top of the ladder on the outside to both Charlotte and Asuka. But I think Charlotte got out of the way, but she had Asuka through the table. They tore down the German announce table, which is not the new gimmick, I guess. Okay, hey, we can't tear down the Spanish one anymore, so let's do the German one, right? After all these years, think about it. After all the years, right, of watching WWE programming, it's always the Spanish announce table that gets just destroyed, right? Throughout all these years, and you just get accustomed to seeing that. And tonight, it was the German announce table that got torn to shreds. And again, they're all fighting in the ring. There's a moment also where Asuka just whacks chairs on both Becky and Charlotte, and Charlotte spears Asuka into the guardrail, into like the little guardrail area by the timekeepers area. It's funny because the camera zooms in on Charlotte's breast, or like her big melons on Asuka's face, and just rubbing it in her face and shit. It's like for a minute there, I want it to be Asuka. I shit you not. For one moment there, I want it to be Asuka. Just saying, all right? Maybe Dean Ambrose, the titty master. I don't fucking know. But there's a moment as well where, okay, it's Charlotte and Becky. They're on top of the ladder. They're trying to grab the championship, right? And then who comes out? Ronda Rousey. Ronda comes out. And I'm going to say this right now. It felt very corny, okay? She just comes out and just pushes them both from top of the ladder. They're all both on the ladder, and she just pushes the ladder, and they both fall. That being Charlotte and Becky, they both fall and shit. It just came out corny to me because I felt, okay, maybe if there's a table outside the ring, fine, I get it. It's a safety hazard now, so they can't do that anymore. But I guarantee you, if this was 06, if there would have been a table outside the ring and both Charlotte and Becky would have fell through the table or some shit like that. And after all this, right, Asuka's all alone. So the writing's on the wall. Asuka climbed the ladder, grabbed the belt, and Asuka's now the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Now, at the same time, I knew going into this match that Becky was not going to, walk out still the champ, right? I think all of us knew that going into this whole thing. Now what do you do for the Royal Rumble? Now, I did say, hey, you still go the course. At WrestleMania, you do Becky versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. Now that Ronda got involved and she cost both Charlotte and Becky the championship, I would not be surprised, and this is my honest opinion, if they go the 1994 Rumble route with both Charlotte and Becky. Remember 94 when it was Lex Luger and Bret Hart when they both allegedly went over the top rope? And the difference was at that time, they did a coin toss to see who could face Yokozuna first, because they both faced Yoko at WrestleMania 10 versus Luger, and then Bret Hart would beat the winner of that match. I doubt they'll do that in today's WWE programming. I think what's going to happen at WrestleMania, and it's the part that I don't want to see happen, but I think it's going to happen at WrestleMania. Keep this in mind. Instead of it being Becky versus Ronda as it should be, don't be surprised if they add Charlotte Flair. Because, oh my God, we just got to have Charlotte there. Charlotte Reigns needs to be in that match. Good God Almighty, at MetLife Stadium. But I get the feeling they're going to go that route. I get the feeling. I'm reading the comments here. So glad Asuka finally won the WWE Women's title belt tonight. I'm happy about Asuka. Becky will move on to Rousey by Renee Van Gogh. Yeah, how about Asuka's bra? Charlotte Asuka's bra. Charlotte's titties almost on point, and Becky's ab was jiggly. Yeah, then Asuka wins. I honestly am so pissed how they booked her. Oh my God, I hope not. But honestly, I think they're gonna go that route. They're definitely gonna go that route. As much as I don't want to see it, but let's be real about it. Again, Charlotte Flair is the Roman Reigns of the women's division, especially on SmackDown Live. Okay. Even though right now, the selling point right now is Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch right now is the hottest act right now in WWE. She's the man. She is, in my opinion, the embodiment of how every woman should be. Strong, independent, the man. A badass. Meantime, on the other side of the coin, Scarlett Bordeaux is the embodiment of how attractive a woman should be. That's beside the point, though, okay? But don't be surprised. At the Royal Rumble, you do this thing where both Charlotte and Becky eliminate Nia Jax. And then after that, they both go over the top rope. I'm calling it now. Don't be surprised. Now, this was TLC. What I'm going to do now, for a few minutes, I'll answer some questions. If you want to send any questions right now, drop them in the chat, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. By the way, tomorrow, I will be reviewing Final Battle from Ring of Honor. I did attend the event in New York. I went with my friend Kiana. We had a blast. We got drunk. I can't thank her enough for actually going with me to the show. We had fun. And tomorrow I will be doing my review of Final Battle 2018. I have a lot to say about that show. And my thoughts on Ring of Honor going into the new year, especially with them going into the Madison Square Garden show heading into WrestleMania weekend next year. So make sure that you're subbed to this channel and you tune in once this video drops on the channel. All right. It might even just be a live stream as well. I don't fucking know. But if you guys have questions right now, feel free to send them in the chat. And yeah, we'll answer some questions. All right, guys, we'll answer some questions for you guys. Because why the fuck not? I'm in that giving mood right now to answer some questions. All right, so let's begin. Send your questions right now. Even though, also, guys, by the way, this Friday on the Team L podcast, we'll be doing our Q&A. So once the stream ends, I will post a pinned comment where you can send your question for the Q&A. All right, for Friday. All right. So I'm reading here, Express Productions right here. I'm going to SD live on Tuesday. I heard that they're filming the 18th SD and the 25th Christmas SD, so the talent doesn't have to work Christmas. Have you heard anything? Honestly, no. That's the first I hear about this. And I think honestly too, like, do you really want them to work the holidays? I mean, last year, because it was Monday, it was Raw, so they did work Christmas. I think honestly though, it's smart that they're taping it. Usually the Christmas episodes are the episodes that you just skip, you don't watch, technically. People usually skip the Christmas episode, and they usually skip the New Year's Eve episode, or the New Year's whatever. They usually skip those episodes. They're the ones that are usually recorded, but we'll see. We'll fucking see, guys. Let's see here. What do you think Vince is going to say tomorrow? That they're going to shake things up a bit. He'll probably announce the XFL. This is coming from Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show, guys. If anything, guys, also go check him out. The guy does some good videos. If you enjoy my stuff, you're going to love what Big Mike does on his channel. I'm just telling you that right now, guys. I feel like 2019 will be his year. A lot of things are going to happen from 2019. I do guarantee you guys that as well. I'm not complaining that 2 shows for 1, so that's not bad. You do out of 2, you gain 2 shows for the price of 1. So it's, in a way, it's a win, in my honest opinion. It's a fucking win. So enjoy it, my man. Enjoy it. But usually, though, if you're watching it on TV, the Christmas shows are the skippable shows. So there you go with that. Besides, this week as well, apparently it's WWE week. Raw Monday, SmackDown Tuesday. I guess Wednesday is Tribute to the Troops. Thursday is that, like, New Year's, like, I guess the end of the year show where they're going to do, like, the whole award thing with the New Day. Surprised that NXT is not going to be on the USA Network this year like it was last year. But we'll see. I did watch also the Edge and Christian show, the latest episode that aired after TLC. Pretty funny. Jeff Jarrett was there, so why the fuck not? But, guys, if you have questions for me right now, send them in right now. I'll answer them as best as I possibly can. And let's see what I have to say about your questions and all that fun stuff. At the same time, I'm going to do as well, I'm going to check how it's coming off on the playback. If my audio is shit, if it is, I apologize in advance. So they aired after TLC. Pretty funny. Jeff Jarrett was there, so there you go. I'm hearing myself. But guys, if you have questions for me right now, send them in right now. I'll answer them as best I possibly can. Oh God, this is pretty good. Let's see what I have to say about your questions. This is pretty good, actually. This is pretty. It's not bad. It's not bad, by the way. Not bad. I know in a couple of weeks. Okay, I just wonder if there's gonna be a 205 because I don't want to sit through 6 hours of plus a dark match. I don't know. I hope maybe they will be. I mean, usually with what they do now for 205, apparently they film it before SmackDown. So we'll see, man. But either way, dude, you're gonna have fun. Going to these shows are fun as hell. So again, man, just enjoy it, have fun, raise some hell, and just go in, my man. Just go in. Just go in, my man. Seriously, just go to fuck in on those shows in general. I'm gonna say this right now too. Before I wrap this up and all that stuff, I know for these past couple of weeks I haven't really been active on the channel. I'm gonna apologize, and I really want to apologize. I had a lot of things going on with work. And again, I don't want to come off as that being an excuse, but it really kind of is. Like, work has been hectic these past couple of days, and to be honest with you too, I really wasn't feeling like myself. A lot of things have been happening also behind the scenes, and kind of did take a toll on me a little bit. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna try to be more active. Try to end 2018 with the bang for you guys and all that stuff. But thank you to all of you that have been tuning in to the videos, watching the videos, subscribing, all that shit. I appreciate it. You guys are fucking awesome. Let's see here what you guys have to say. Big Mike right here. Do you think this is the kickoff to the horsewomen versus the horsewomen versus the horsewomen feud? I mean, you probably can do that at the Royal Rumble. Because at the same time, again, I think the sell point here is Becky versus Ronda. That is Becky versus Ronda, even though they'll add Charlotte Flair. I think you could begin it at WrestleMania and have it, I guess, culminate at SummerSlam. Maybe for SummerSlam, you can do the Battle of the Horsewomen, right? But at the same time, from what I'm hearing, is that they want to end the brand split. That's what I've been hearing too. They want to end the brand split when it looks like it probably will happen. So if you do that, it could probably work. And I think, honestly, you could build that on SmackDown because, again, they want SmackDown Live once it goes to Fox to be that sports-oriented programming, right? So you can bring up, I guess, a Shayna Baszler. You can bring up Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir, even though I feel like both Marina and Jasmine Duke are kind of green still. I haven't seen them wrestle live on TV. Or on NXT, that is. To my understanding, they're going to be in a tag team match coming up this coming Wednesday on NXT versus Dakota Kai and Io Shirai. But from there, I'm going to make a judgment, make an assessment of how good or how bad are they really. But at the same time, again, we're talking about all of this right now, but we don't even know if Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir, are they even that good in the ring? Because can you imagine, right? Okay, let's all bring them up for this one match, but we find out that Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir are just green as shit in the ring. You're not going to have Ronda and Shayna carry the whole thing. It's just not going to happen. But there you go on that. But we'll see. Maybe at SummerSlam we can do it. Why the hell not? I mean, think about this, right? Back in 2010, they did do that whole Team WWE versus Nexus, so why the hell not? Especially in Toronto, in Canada, we'll see. We'll fucking see. But guys, give me your thoughts. Who do you guys see winning the men's Royal Rumble? Let me know your thoughts on that as well, guys. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. If you're new to the channel, again, give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through your social media platforms. And again, be notified when I drop a video. Also, guys, as well, if you guys don't even know yet, but I'll remind you guys again, tomorrow I will be reviewing Final Battle from Ring of Honor. I was at the event, had a fun time. Me and my friend Kiana, we got drunk. It was a blast. So tomorrow I will talk about it overall from being there live. I even watched the replay the following Saturday. And yeah, my thoughts on that tomorrow. So again, make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure and all that fun stuff, all right? This pretty much will wrap it up for me, guys. You guys have been awesome. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. For all of you that have enjoyed the stream and all that fun stuff. If you are new to the channel, like I said, guys, make sure that you guys, again, are sub to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. where I upload videos here on a base whenever I can. I will try to get a Raw review tomorrow. I will try to. There's no promises, but I will try to get a Raw review tomorrow. Or if not, to have Big Mike do it. We'll see. But again, guys, thank you guys are so fucking awesome. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Instagram, Snapchat, HeelSteven. I have all that. I've been busy on Instagram. I actually did a cooking video on Snapchat. So if you want to see that, it's on Snapchat. It's at HeelSteven. I'll even show you guys my barcode here. If you want to take a screenshot of my barcode, or my snap code, if you will. I'm trying to get it right now. Here we go here. Trying to get my snap code for you guys right now. It's my snap code, guys. Try to take a screenshot of that if you'd like. And you can add me on Snapchat. It's at HeelSteven. So you see my cooking tutorial and all that fun stuff. Also on Instagram is at HeelSteven. You guys are awesome, guys. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. This was TLC 2018. Again, we're doing a Q&A. This coming Friday for the Team Up podcast. I'll post a pinned comment where you can send in your questions for the Q&A for Friday for the podcast. All right, guys. That's it for me, guys. You guys are awesome. We are out like Jenna's titties, y'all. Peace out, you sick, twisted mother flowers.